Sorry about that. I'll have to cut that. Because it was rubbish.
Shut your eyes and think of somewhere. Shut your eyes and sing to me. Shut your eyes and sing to me. Shut your eyes and sing to me.
We've got Snow Patrol in Studio C. Gary and Nathan sit before us right now. Yeah, I've read in a couple interviews, and Gary, you yourself alluded to the fact that there is new material on the way. But originally I'd read that it was sort of a holdover until a new album. Is it going to be like an EP, or is it a whole brand new album? What do you got on the way?
It's sort of like a history of the band. I mean, we've been together 15 years, and we're starting to write stuff now that we've never... Well, it just sounds so much different to anything we've ever done before, and one of those tracks will be on the record. It'll be the single from the record. It's called Just Say Yes. We just thought that now was the time to kind of draw a line under the last 15 years and start kind of almost brand new from now on. So another 15 years.
So are you thinking, like,
After
is it almost like a best of then? I mean, does it pull from past releases?
You know, it's our favorite songs and covers and sort of oddities and all the songs that people, you know, might know as well, you know, and some different versions of those songs. Like there's two new versions of Chasing Cars and Run. So yeah, I think it's something that for both fans, because there's new stuff and covers and things, but also for people that never really got into us in the first place. It sort of shows it's so they can. It's like a sort of cheat sheet. They can go, oh yeah, I know about Snow Patrol. After one album.
We talk about drawing a line, and I've seen a couple references in those interviews where the new material's mentioned that it is different than what you've done before, and I wonder if you can articulate that a little bit.
I mean, the single off this record is like, I don't even know how to describe it.
Is it klezmer, techno? I mean, what are we talking about?
It's closer to techno than we ever got, that's for sure. Yeah, it's kind of we have always been obsessed by dance music. I have. Certainly, and I've DJ'd electro and hip hop and all kinds of things for many years, for over a decade anyway. Along with Tom in the band, that's where I met Tom. He was DJing, and I carried his record box home for him afterwards. I was kind of his DJ bitch for a while, and we bonded over Marlena Shaw's California Soul. He played that last, and I went up and I said, "What is this record? I've never heard it before." And he said, "What are you, from space?" And you know, it's for anybody that hasn't heard it, it's the single greatest piece of music ever, and it's about music and it's about the love of music, and it's there's just never been a better song. So me and him kind of hit it off because of that song, and then you know, since then we've had elements lurking in the background of sort of certainly electro music, but it's never been at the forefront, and I think people might even be surprised that we like that sort of music, but we've let it out of the box a little. And you know, we've been listening to MGMT and Passion Pit and Phoenix for years, but I mean, MGMT and our management and Passion Pit, those two records this year have kind of almost sort of kicked us in the backside to let our alternative side out, the Hyde to our Jekyll.
When do we get to look at the new record?
You can look at it. I can show you a picture of it.
Okay, well, let me rephrase that, Gary. When do we get to hear the new record?
Yeah, it's funny. You know, it's just that one sense that really has music sort of all tied up, isn't it? Hearing. Yeah, you can hear it very soon. I mean, you'll have some of the songs on it. I know that you're a fan, and I appreciate that. Thank you very much for your support, by the way, over the years. Yeah, some of the new songs you won't be able to hear until probably October.
Okay, very good. We look forward to it. One last question here before we get into our third song. Last summer, I had the misfortune, after doing a fantastic job of judging an air guitar contest, I fell off the stage, and I took the stage to the ribs, and it shut me down for the entire summer. A rib injury like that is brutal. I was reading on your MySpace page that somebody in the band, I think it was you, Gary, took a little rib damage doing a little
I broke a rib 6 weeks ago.
And how did you break that rib?
Go-karting.
In go-karting in Germany, correct?
Go-karting in Germany, it's the national sport.
Yeah.
But yeah, we there was a competition. A radio station had a competition for the fan to come up with the wackiest kind of idea to play a gig. So we all drove around with our guitars. No, we didn't do that. That would have been fun though. We did it like in the middle of a go-karting rink, but during the day they kind of filmed it all, and we had to go do a bit of go-karting. And I don't even drive, so this was kind of like all the sort of latent or nascent driving ambition, all coming out in the one outing for me. It was like I get the go-kart around this track really fast, and then just we were actually all being waved in, and as we were the very last corner, I skidded to Miss Johnny, and I smashed into the side of the wall, and actually came out of the go-kart. And it was hilarious for everyone. For everyone who was watching. And everyone thought, because I mean, obviously being a singer, obviously my drama quotient ratio, whatever, is slightly higher than everybody else's. So everyone thought it was just me, you know, sort of, oh, that's gaff, leave him, he's fine. And, you know, an hour later I was in hospital. But it was good to actually have a real injury, you know, rather than all the ones I make up in my head.
Offers a little perspective. We've got Gary and Nathan of Snow Patrol in Studio C. Let's get our third song.
Okay.